Hey, finally, we got one. Whew. Okay, so now we finally got this guy. We can review him. Welcome to this 80 rated Lukas Klostermann review. Now, I wasn't planning on doing a centre-back review this early into the game, but this guy is just super popular within Ultimate Team right now, and there's multiple reasons for that. One of them being he's fast. He's the fastest gold centre-back in the game, ignoring icons, of course, but as just, you know, a base item, he is the fastest, joint with Opara with 84 pace. So just off the back of that, he's very, very much sought after. Also, he doesn't have a very big price range. His current max price is 30k, hence why he's currently extinct. He's also obviously in a popular league, and he's going to be used in a lot of Bundesliga squads. So, yeah, all of those reasons and stuff like that is adding up to him currently being not easily obtainable on the market. But hopefully in the coming weeks, when more of him are packed, hopefully he'll become a bit cheaper, and there should be plenty on the market within the next week or two, so look out for that. Anyway, in this video today, we're going to be trying this card out to see if he's worth having in your teams. Straight up, he probably is. To be honest, I haven't even used him yet, but he does look very good, so he probably is worth a pickup if you run with a Bundesliga side. The guy stands at 6'2" and has medium work rates, and in terms of in-game stats, there is plenty to like. He's got some very nice physical stats. 82 jumping stands out, 82 stamina, 75 strength, and it's also worth mentioning he has a very high jumping stat, and he's 6'2". Aerially, in theory, he should be really, really good. His defensive stats are also fairly high. Good interception rating of 81, nice stand tackling of 81, and also a good slide tackling rating of 85, as well as 84 defensive awareness. So those two departments look great. Obviously, we already know he's very quick, so we don't need to discuss the pace too much, but I'm expecting him to be able to track back and catch most players who do break through the defence if they break through our defence. His dribbling ratings also are not too bad for a centre-back. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to play him as a full-back, and I'm not going to be going on 2-minute runs with him, but when it comes to like turning and stuff like that, he actually looks alright in theory, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And he's also got an okay shot passing rating of 74, and actually good crossing of 72 for a defender, so that's quite interesting. But some of the other passing stats definitely leave a lot to be desired, and the shooting column, well, we're just going to ignore that, to be honest, because probably not going to take a shot with him. The attack position rating obviously could come into play, but we'll find out more about that when we get into some matches, which we're going to do right now. Here we go then, game number 1 with Klostermann in our team, and we are up against a very pacey attack. My opponent's got Jonathan David, Depay, and Quincy Promes. Nice team, very, very nice hybrid, and I really do like the use of the links as well, so let's see how we get on against his side. Jonathan David in behind, Klostermann in pursuit, gets the block in there. Early corner to defend. Van der Beek whips it in, but Klostermann is there to clear the header. Don't like that. Nice positioning there by Klostermann. Picking up the ball. We're having to do a lot of defending in this game, much more than I would have liked. Nice, Klostermann is there once more. Picking up the pieces after I failed to deal with the winger with Davies. Well, half-time has come around, and it's been an interesting first half, to be honest, because both sides have had quite a bit of defending to do. But, yeah, my opponent's goalkeepers have been making some mad saves as well. But, yeah, 1-0. Slender lead, but hopefully we can keep that advantage after the second 45. Jonathan David, 1v1 against Klostermann, but Klostermann comes out on top. Just stealing the ball away from the Canadian attacker. And there is full time. We got the job done. The game ends in a 4-2 scoreline thanks to a Haaland hat-trick. And despite conceding twice, I actually thought Klostermann put in a pretty good performance. Both the centre-backs did, to be honest, because we had a lot of defending to do in that game. My opponent's goalkeeper was a very busy boy as well. Look at that, 12 saves. Oh, we should have scored so many more. But yeah, we defended a lot better in the end, and that's why we ended up winning this match. We go again, and this time we actually face a really, really good side. My opponent's got Icon Hadji, in-form Alejandro Gomez, and also in-form Upamecano. There's plenty of pacey centre-backs and defenders in general on show in this matchup. Nice. Klostermann picks up the ball in his own half, and left-footed over the top through ball. It might actually create a chance for us, you know. Oh, it did, but I just bottled the chip. I don't know what my opponent's goalkeeper was doing there. Nice through ball. Klostermann covers at the back there. Takes out Mertens and then gets us back on our way. Mertens. Oh, I saw him. Saw him, and with Klostermann coming out the line that quickly, we just nabbed possession. Oh, nice. Klostermann, good positioning there. We were struggling a bit on that counter-attack. And there is half-time. So at the break, we have ourselves a 3-1 lead. Did concede a bit of an annoying goal, to be honest, but for most part, we have been in control of the game. Not in possession, but we've just taken our chances when we've had them. And as you can also see, we've had quite a bit of defending to do as well, and picking up plenty more tackles. So, yeah, let's hopefully go on to get the win in this fixture. Oh, Klostermann does well to reach that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, Klostermann. Whoa, Tura trying to pressure him there, but we deal with it. And there is full time. The game actually ends in a massive 4-3 scoreline. Yeah, FIFA 21, it's much harder to keep clean sheets, that is for sure. But once again, I actually thought Klostermann was solid. It sounds ridiculous saying it after you've conceded 3 goals, but I thought both my centre-backs were very, very good in that game still. Yeah, defending's not too easy this year, and without that back line, I feel like I would have definitely conceded a lot more. So fair play to all my defenders, to be honest. Alphonso Davies, by the way, is a beast. Really happy with his performances on the left too. So I made a boo-boo and sold him before actually recording this final review part, so whoops. But anyway, it's time for me to give my verdict on the card, and as you can expect, very positive, to be honest. Really effective card, especially early in the game. I feel like this card is just going to be everywhere. It's a very good item. It really, really is. And obviously one of the reasons it's so effective is because of that pace. If this card makes an error in defense, there is a chance that he can recover that because he's so quick to track back, and that is obviously a very big positive, especially in this year's game where defending seems to be much more difficult than in previous games of FIFA. So yeah, do like the fact that he has good recovery ability. That is definitely one of the biggest pros for this card. Positionally, don't really have too much to say, to be honest. He was just fine. He just seemed to sit in his position and do his job. Didn't really shoot out position much for me, which was nice. The only time he really came out was when I pulled him out, so happy with that. His passing was okay. He's not like a brilliant distributor of the ball. Short passing game around the back is alright, but his long balls up the field are not super reliable, to be honest, which is a bit of a shame. But we have got to remember that this isn't like a massively high rated centre back card. It's a good overall rating, but it's not like a super high one, so that has to be remembered, I guess. In terms of dribbling, feels alright on the ball for a centre back. Probably is a little more agile than most centre backs, which is quite nice. But ultimately on the 10 when defending, didn't seem as quick as some other centre-backs I've been using currently. Players like Bailly and Tomori just seem to be a bit quicker on the 10 than this Klostermann card, even though this Klostermann is quicker when sprinting. When it comes to defending though, this card is very solid for most part. Really, really did like the slide tackling ability of this item. He's just one of them players who just seems to have really long legs and just gets to the ball somehow when slide tackling, which is nice. The same can be said for his stand tackling ability. Does occasionally miss when you get a bit aggressive, but that's the same for any centre back in this game. Also did like his interception ability and his defensive positioning too, which is great. In terms of physical abilities, aerially, really happy with the card, to be honest. Like I touched on at the start, he's a tall player with a good jumping stat, and in game it showed. He was very effective at clearing crosses, which is nice. And I also thought his strength and aggression combination was up to a decent standard as well. You can tell it's not elite because he can be held off by some stronger attackers in the game, but for most part he's going to deal with most attackers in these first few months of FIFA. But once we get some much more stronger attackers in the game that can hold up play and can move a bit more, that's probably when this card becomes a bit less effective. But for now, these first few months, this Klostermann card is going to be a very meta centre-back, and if you run with a Bundesliga side, it's definitely a must-buy at the current time. So yeah, very happy with the card's performance. For an 80 overall, it is very, very good and very effective in Ultimate Team. So guys, those are my thoughts on this Lukas Klostermann item. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating on it. Comment below your thoughts on the card. Have you used it? Have you picked one up just to make coins with? Who knows? Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.